You're listening to an AppleVis Podcast.
Hello, everyone. So, welcome to lesson 3 in this set of lessons on numbers. Now, I'm back up in our numbers spreadsheet into the monthly budget that we were creating. And I'm going to show you two things today. I'm going to show you how to use the autofill menu and how to use the quick sum or the quick calculations bar. So first, if you remember, we had filled out the budget for January and for February, and now we need to fill it out for March as well. So
food, row header cell, column header cell, row header cell, A1. January, column header cell, February, column header cell, March, column header cell,
We're in D1, which is the column header cell for March.
Column header.
And what I want to do is for March, I want to quickly fill out the same values what I've done for February. Now, of course, one way is to just go into February and see what were the values for February and fill out the same ones for March. But there's a quicker option built into numbers, which is helpful when we want to autofill a lot of cells at the same time. So what we'll do is we'll go to March.
Food at March, column header cell.
I'll come into the first column, the first row in March, which I need to fill out.
Food empty cell.
Food empty cell. So what I'm going to do is I want to fill out the next 4 or 5 cells the same as what we filled out for February. So I'm going to hold the shift key and then I'm going to press down arrow to select the next row.
Added to selection, D2 through D3, selected.
And I'm going to press down arrow again.
Added to selection, D2 through D4, selected. Added to selection, D2 through D5, selected. Added to selection, D2 through D6, selected.
So now I've selected cells D2 to D6. And I want to make sure that whatever we filled out for Feb gets copied into the March column. So I'm going to hit VO plus M for menu.
Apple, menu. Numbers,
I'm
menu.
going to keep going right until I hear table.
File, edit, menu, insert, menu, table, menu.
Okay, table. I'm going to go down.
And add rows below. Add column after. Delete rows, delete header rows, check mark. Header columns, check mark. Footer rows, resize row, distribute rows, distribute, hide 5, unhide all row, hide column, unhide all, select, autofill cells, submenu.
Autofill cells, submenu. Here I want to hit the right arrow.
Press autofill cells, submenu, autofill ellipsis command, autofill right, dimmed, autofill left, dimmed, autofill down. You are current autofill up. Autofill from row above, dim command option, autofill from column before command control, \.
Okay, autofill from column before. So since the February column has the values which I want to copy, and I want to copy them into the March column, I'm going to select this option, which is autofill from the column before. I'm going to hit enter.
Empty cell. Actions available. March, column header cell.
Now I'm going to go into the March column header and column and see what it's done.
February, March, column header cell.
March, let's go down.
Food 150.
Food 150, is that what we had for February? Let's check.
February 150.
February, yes, is 150. That's the correct one.
March 150.
March. Now let's see what it has for the next.
Water 30.
Water 30 for March. Let's see what it said for February.
February 30th.
Yes, February 30. So as you can see, it has now filled in all the values for March, just the same as it was for February. And we just need to do a very simple, use a very simple feature of numbers in order to do that. Of course, right now we have very few cells that have filled out information. But if you want to do this for, let's say, 100 rows at the same time or 100 columns at the same time, then this feature is very, very useful. So this is the autofill feature. The next feature I'm going to show you is called the quick calculation bar. How do we use that? Well, we can do very quick calculations on a bunch of things. So I'm going to go back into the March column.
February, column header cell, March, column header cell.
Now I want to know the total of all of the items that we're going to be spending money on in our budget in March. So I've got the March
column header cell.
I'm here in March. I'm going to press Option Shift down arrow to select all of the cells in the March column. Option Shift down arrow.
D2 through D9. Added to selection. D1
D2 through D9. Sorry.
Food March. Food 150.
I'm in the first cell containing our budget in March. So that's D2.
Mark food 150.
I'm going to press VO Shift down arrow to select all the cells below that and add it to the selection.
D3 through D9. Added to selection. D2 through D9. Selected.
D through through D9 selected. And now what's going to happen, once you've selected a bunch of cells, sighted people can see this. There's something called a quick calculation bar. Of course, we are not able to see it. So we have to use the item chooser to get to this bar. I'm going to hit VO plus I for item.
Item chooser menu. 1.
Now I'm going to type in the word COUNTA, count A, which stands for count all.
1 item. Count up.
Count all. I'm going to hit VO plus space to enter into this.
Count up.
Now we're in the quick calculation bar, which is a bar that runs some quick calculations on any cells which we have selected. I'm going to press VO plus left arrow a few times to get to the left side of the bar.
0 in min, 0 average, 0 sum.
Okay, now I'm on the left side of the bar. Now I'm going to VO plus right arrow.
0 indent sum.
Sum.
Your current 0 indents 2 space 195.
195. So the sum or the total of all of the cells which we have selected so far, which are all the cells in the March column, has a total sum of 195. I'm going to hit VO plus right arrow again.
Average.
Average.
You are currently on it. 0 indents 2 space 48.75.
48.75 is the average of all of the data we filled into March. So for each of the cells, each of the 4 or 5 cells which we filled out, 48.75 is the average. VO plus right arrow again.
Min. You are currently on
minimum.
0 indents 2 space 5.
5. So 5 is the minimum amount we filled into any cell in March.
Max.
Max.
0 indents 2 space 150.
150.
You are count up.
Count A, which stands for count all. It will count the number of columns that we've selected.
0 indents 2 space 4.
4.
You
so
are currently on a text
4
element.
rows have been selected, and it has a sum total of 195, a minimum of 5, and a maximum of 150 from all of the cells which we have selected. Again, this is very helpful for us to run any quick calculations, to do a total, to check the minimum, maximum, or to count the number of cells that have been selected in a range. So the quick calculation bar, just to recap, can be reached by pressing VO plus I for item chooser and then typing count A, COUNTA, hitting enter, and then you'll be sent into the quick calculation bar. So just to recap all of this entire lesson, I showed you how to use the autofill feature and I showed you how to use the quick calculation feature in Numbers. Hope this was helpful.
This podcast was brought to you by the community at AppleVis.com. AppleVis, empowering people who are blind, deafblind, or who have low vision to get the most from Apple products and related technologies. A proud member of the Be My Eyes family. For more information, visit our website at www.applevis.com.